I was looking through some paper and I just found a big white envelope, and it was saying Valencia Community College, and I was like, let's open this. How come I didn't see it before? So I just opened it and I was reading through it until I see, congratulations, you got a presidential academic scholarship that pays for 30 credit hours of your tuition if you maintain a 3.0 GPA. So I go, oh my God, this is unbelievable. And so it just basically, it just changed my life, because everything that I was thinking of doing, I switched it to coming over here to Valencia. I was so surprised and so happy that I didn't even know how to feel. My mother actually cried. I mean, it was just surprising. It was just amazing. Especially to me, because, I mean, it was hard for me to get adapted to the system before, you know, coming from a different culture and from a different society. But I love socializing with people, and I'm very focused. If I want something, I will work hard and get it. And so the fact that I've received the scholarship just showed me that this country encouraged you to contribute to the betterment of society. And so that's how I felt. I was like, I'm important, so I have to do something about it. My mom was worried about the fact that I was going to go away, and she would have to pay for my dorm, and she would have to pay for my tuition and all those expenses. But then, since I could be here in Valencia in West Campus, it's really 5 minutes from my house, very close, and I could just stay there and have my tuition paid for and keep a good GPA, save money, get a very good education, and then move on. I am going to graduate after spring. My major is going to be nuclear engineering, and not many schools offer this major. So either I'm thinking of going to the University of Florida or maybe going out of state.
Originally, I was in the military, serving as a military police, and I decided the military wasn't for me. I had an artistic talent, so I decided to go to Valencia. I did a lot of research before I got out and found out Valencia was an excellent college for graphic arts, and I decided to come down here. I got the Alumni Association Foundation Scholarship from Valencia after being here about a year, partly because of my academic achievements, also because of my involvement in the community and in school. I mean, I have a 2-year-old daughter, so I'm not able to, well, I wasn't able to work at the time because I had to stay home and take care of her, but it helped me be able to afford childcare a little bit easier and afford the school supplies and stuff like that, so it helped me tremendously. The graphic arts teachers are excellent. They're the best of the best, in my opinion. I've had nothing but great professors in graphic designs. Plus, Valencia is excellent. Their programs compared to other graphics programs in the area are like the best. Valencia has definitely given me the experience I need to where I wouldn't need to get a 4-year degree, but I definitely think I want to, just to say I have it. I plan on graduating in the spring with an Associates in Science in multimedia and in graphic design. I plan on working in the industry as a graphic designer, or also considered an interactive designer, working with Flash and web design type stuff.
It was all on account of my daughter. I was sitting at the computer trying to transfer files, save something, do something, and I could not do it. And I kept asking her for help, and she was a student at Valencia at the time. She put me in the car and she stood in line, the big long line, said, "You're signing up for your first course at Valencia." So she's the one who got me started going back to school. I do have 20 years experience as an airline pilot, mostly in the little small puddle jumper commuters, but I did finally make it to the major airlines to find out that it didn't work out with my family to be gone so long. Most airlines now require you to have a bachelor's degree just for the interview. And after that, you know, you can get hired, but there's many airlines that they won't even interview you if you don't have your bachelor's degree. They don't care what it's in. It could be basket weaving. They just want a bachelor's degree. I got into Valencia, really liked the school, really liked the teachers, and signed up for some more courses the following semester. And from there decided I was going to continue on with my education, then go back into the flying career. And then I got into the honors program, and they gave me a scholarship. That gave me more encouragement, and then they gave me another scholarship from the Heights family, and so now I'm working on my bachelor's degree. The scholarship allowed me to not have to work, to be able to focus on school, and to spend more time with the family. In May of this year, I received a scholarship on graduation day from the Heights family, which, thank you very much, Heights family. I appreciate it. And it was for any college, anywhere I wanted to go, as long as it was an approved school. So I looked around, I researched many schools, and decided on Embry-Riddle. They do have a division now in Orlando, so I went to the Embry-Riddle Night School. And the scholarship is helping me continue on to get my bachelor's and maybe even my master's. We'll see.
After graduating high school, I was just basically going through like job after job, and you know, it's like I felt like I could do better, but I just didn't have the right tools I needed. I mean, I definitely wanted to get some higher education, but most of it was just simply that I couldn't afford it. The Rosen Center Scholarship, which is a program that was designed by the Rosen Hotels, that basically for employees or their dependents, basically they will actually pay for your tuition and your books. And really, without that, it's just been a huge help for me. And besides that, there has been the Valencia Foundation, which has actually helped me, you know, to pay back the Rosen, because if you get additional aid, you do pay back the Rosen for, you know, their scholarship. But basically, it's just been helping me, you know, to stay on track and keep everything financially covered. The major I'm going for is computer programming and analysis, and one of the things that has always intrigued me was just how, for example, video games were made. I remembered that before I finally was accepted here, that I just didn't feel really good about myself, and I felt that I would get to a point where I was actually unhireable. It's like, even though I knew some of the stuff that I needed to for a lot of the jobs that I wanted to do, it's just without some kind of, you know, paper to back it up, it was going to be an impossibility. If it wasn't for this aid and for being here, I would probably have been in dead-end job after dead-end job and just working paycheck to paycheck. And that's, I mean, knowing some of my family who does actually do that, it's a very, very bad way of going through things, and I'd rather not repeat that.
I came to Valencia back in '95, '96 as a single parent, and was ready to go back to school and get my education, obviously, to further myself and to put myself in a better situation for my son. And I was a little bit intimidated coming here as a non-traditional student. Being a single parent, I wasn't quite sure how I would fit into, you know, Valencia and the college lifestyle here at Valencia. And instantly, I felt like it was my family, and I even think my son felt that, you know, a little bit too. The resources here were endless. It was very easy to find the resources that I did need to succeed as a student. The support system here was teachers, it was staff, it was admin. I felt very individual here. As you know, I knew who everybody was, and the counselors were wonderful. You cannot get a better education than right here, because it's not just about what happens in the classroom, it's what happens outside of the classroom. And every experience that I have now, I take Valencia with me. The scholarship opportunities at Valencia were also just endless, just like the education and the resources. I was given several scholarships throughout my stay here at Valencia, from being doing really well academically, to working out in the community, to just applying myself. And it was very helpful as a single parent, not just as a student, because it allowed me to really, really focus my interest on getting my education and not having to worry about so many other things. I was able to focus on the classroom, the community, and most importantly, my son at the time. My goals, since I've been out of school, is actually to eventually go back to school. One thing I'm a big firm believer in is education. It's something that nobody can ever take away from you, and I would really like to go back to school. It's not anything I want to do tomorrow. I'm happily married now and have a family, and I'm working, and when I start doing things for me and me alone again, it will be for my education. So that would be my goal, is to go back and either get my master's or my PhD.
It was my senior year, and I was called to the counselor's office, and she said, "Sophia, I have great news for you." I was like, "Oh, okay, what?" She was like, "Well, you've been awarded the Florida Merit Scholarship." People say, "Oh, you're going to work to pay your school." I say, "No, I have a scholarship. I don't have to worry about that." So when I'm doing my budget, I'm like, "Oh, okay, school zero because I have my scholarship," and it makes me feel really good, because it's stressful enough worrying about the other things I have to pay for, and that's just the bills. You got the diapers, you got the school clothes for my little boy, and just food, which in itself can cost a lot these days. I want to be a pharmacist. I thought that I wanted to be in the managerial position, which it doesn't matter, because as a manager, I'm going to be hands-on anyway. I'm that kind of person. If I see something done, some people are like, they're on a certain hierarchy. They're like, "Oh, well, I'm the manager. I don't do anything." I'm going to be in everything. But I'm going to be a pharmacist, and then I'm going to continue to be a doctor. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and be a midwife while I'm in college to get the experience, but I'm also volunteering in a hospital, just to be around the hospital atmosphere and pregnant women in general. I love the teachers here. They're really compassionate. Well, the teachers I've had anyway, they're really compassionate about their job and helping you, and they work with, I guess you can say, your life schedule. My experience at Valencia has been, even though it would seem it would be tough because I'm a single mom and I might not always be able to go to class, my teachers have really worked with me and helped me keep my grade up by, accommodating me during those difficult circumstances. Oh yeah, Valencia has made a big impact. It really has. It really has. I've learned more about myself.
I had a class one morning in high school, and a college recruiter from Valencia came explaining the advantages of going to community college rather than going to the public university. And I had always known that I wanted to come to Valencia because I knew that was the best opportunity you had to transferring to another school, getting scholarships and that sort of thing. I got some classes under my belt so I could join the honors program, because you have to have a certain amount of credits to be accepted into the honors program. And I really was happy that I started at Valencia, and I think that Valencia is the greatest place to start. Getting a scholarship was absolutely helpful for me in achieving all of my goals that I have now. I had so wanted to go to Rollins College. I knew that there was no way that I could pay for it myself. And I said, I'm going to try for this transfer scholarship to Rollins. And if I don't get it, I'm going to still try to get some scholarships from them. But Dr. Brandolini called me up actually the same day that I was chosen for the honors conference in North Carolina. And he said, "You got both of them. You got the day school and the night school scholarship. You can pick whichever one you want." And I was like, wow. So that just gave me so much more confidence. When I was going to the conference, when I was speaking at the graduations, I was like, you know what? You've gotten so many great things from this program, and you have a scholarship to Rollins now. Every single experience with the teacher that I've had here at Valencia has been absolutely great. I love the one-on-one contact. They put a lot into you, and they expect a lot from you. They know you personally. It's a real personal relationship compared to a 500-class lecture at a public university. The scholarship that I received from Valencia is allowing me to go to one of my top schools, to go to one of the best Southern private colleges in America. With this experience that I'm now getting, I will have a better opportunity in career placement. I have a better chance of achieving my goals and receiving recognition for them. And it's given me so much hope and inspiration to actually, you know what, you can do it now.
Absolutely. Whoever gave me my scholarship money or funded the particular scholarships that I received, thank you, thank you, thank you. And to let you know, it's really helped me to turn out to be the kind of person that I want to be.
Well, if I hadn't have received the scholarships and the aids that have brought me to here, I honestly would think that I would be very stuck in a dead-end job and just not really being able to go anywhere, and quite honestly just hating myself for everything, for just not being able to do more.
They encouraged me to stay the student that I was by paying for my tuition, by working here, offering me a job. So not only paying for my tuition, but also offering me a position in Valencia and working around my schedule. I couldn't ask for better.
It's a unique experience. And I'm even telling my son, you should really go to Valencia Honors, you know, but I don't know that he'll take that route, but if he does, it'd be fine with me. I think it's just a great experience.
Coming to Valencia has helped me has shown me that, you know, I have the brains and the motivation to go ahead and be a physician.
There's some sort of satisfying pride, and I want to just show them that I totally appreciate what they've done for me. So I want to, you know, work even harder so that it shows that what they have given me meant a lot.
If I could say to anybody that gave me this scholarship, if I could tell them anything, I would say thank you 1,000 times over, because the opportunities that you've given to not only me, but to all of the other scholarship recipients have been astounding. We're now able to achieve our goals, set our standards higher, and have the confidence to go after things that maybe weren't in our reach before we had the scholarship.